Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Ken, also known as Mr. Ken Dennis. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a first impressions review on this eyeliner from MAC. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys click on the subscribe button down below. I basically do a lot of beauty, hair, and makeup related videos, and I also vlog about my personal life. So without further ado, let's get into that video. So let us begin. So as you guys can see, I've got some eye makeup on. It's very light, so neutral, so that, you know, it doesn't interfere with the eyeliner, you know. And I've also got some shimmer on the eyes, which I find that some liquid eyeliners do have some trouble with, so we're going to test that on that as well. So if you guys are wondering, I'm just using the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. Alright, so this is the eyeliner. So this one is in brown. This is the first time actually opening it. Wow, that is tiny. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's basically like a pizza cutter slice. Like, that's what everyone keeps calling it, and that is where it comes from. It kind of looks weird, but I'm gonna dip it back in there, give it a shake, and then we are going to begin. So I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but if I look straight on like that, and you guys can probably tell that this eye is slightly more hooded compared to this one. This eyeliner always tends to look the best, whereas this one, it's hard because I do have this bit here folds down where the wing would normally go, so I kind of have to drag my liner out a little bit more compared to this one, but yeah, we're gonna test it out how it works on a more hooded eye and I suppose a less hooded eye. Okay, so before we start, let's just do a little test. Oh, cute. That is fairly even. I'm quite surprised, and that is fairly dark. It's almost like a black brown, not just black. Okay, so we're going to test this out on the eyes. I'm going to do the good eye first, and then we'll see how we go. Ooh, okay. So we're going for a very dramatic eye. I went a little bit too high, but oh well. This is okay. That's a bit strange. Like, it dips down. Okay, that was alright. It's not too bad. Do have to say that the formula is quite wet. Wow, I'm really going for a dramatic wing today. Alright, so let's do the lash line itself. So that was fairly easy, guys. This wing is way too long. I'm going to get some micellar water. I'm just going to clean that up, fix my eyeshadow. But yeah, like I said, this is a new eyeliner to me. Like, I've never used anything like this before, so it's going to be a bit of a learning curve. But in terms of like getting that eyeliner on, it was pretty good. Maybe before I clean that up, I'm going to try and thicken that bit there. Yeah, that's better. So I think the key with the roller wheel is not to press down as hard. I feel like I'm doing the technique that I normally do when I do a felt tip, where I press down really hard to get it firm on the skin, whereas this one you don't really need to do that. That's what I'm finding. And also I'm noticing the formula, now that it's starting to dry up, it's going darker. So it applies on like this nice warm chocolatey brown color, and then as it dries it goes darker. Alright, now I'm just gonna fix up that wing, but in terms of like the sharpness, I'm pretty happy with it. It's not the sharpest line on the planet. I think that's why a lot of people aren't very happy with this when they try it out. It's not super sharp, but as someone who doesn't really wear statement eyeliner per se, it's not that bad. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Alright, now we're gonna try the more hooded eye. This is gonna be quite interesting. Oh my gosh, guys, I always have the hardest time doing eyeliner on this eye, and today it was easy. It was super easy. It was easier than doing this eye. I think when I did this eye I was a little bit more hesitant because I'm like, oh, new. Filling that line in, it wasn't that bad. I mean, granted I've got smaller eyes, but that was fairly easy. As you guys can tell, my eyeliner is a little bit wonky, so I'm just gonna try and even that out, but it's more of like my technique of applying it more than anything, but putting it on and stuff, it was fairly easy. So I'm really impressed. So I'm just gonna fix it up, put some lashes on, do the rest of my makeup, and then let you guys know my thoughts on this eyeliner. Okay, so the rest of the makeup is on, and as you guys can see, I've got some falsies on. I did put some lash glue, and let's just say these lashes are old, and it was really hard to apply them, and the eyeliner surprisingly lasted pretty well. So sorry if I look down, you can see some old lash glue. I just didn't have time to clean these lashes. But point is, I didn't have to reapply some of that eyeliner on the areas where I had to readjust the lashes. So, you know, that's 2 thumbs up for me. Okay, so let's talk about the packaging. So I really like the packaging. It's very sleek, and obviously, you know, it's different. Not just like your typical pen type eyeliner. I do like that the actual handle is quite long, so it gives you a little bit more flexibility in where you want to hold it, if you want to be like really tight, or you want to be a little bit more loose in where you apply your eyeliner. In terms of the actual roller wheel, or the pizza cutter as everyone keeps calling it, it is small, I do have to admit, and if you wanted to create large wings, it would take some time because you have to keep going like that. But then again, I'm used to using very thin liquid eyeliners as well, so to me, this isn't really a big deal. In terms of application, I do have to admit it was a bit of a learning curve. I mean, obviously, it's not a felt tip or anything like that that I'm used to working with. It's always like that when I have a new sort of like, you know, those liquid eyeliners that have like a ball tip instead of not like a roller wheel, like a ball tip itself. I found that really hard to use the first few times, but after a while, I started to get the hang of it, and then, yeah, you know, I made it work. I actually got the hang of it quite quickly compared to that ball felt tip, so I'm pretty impressed. I mean, obviously this one isn't the best eyeliner that I've done in my life, but I think that's also because there was a bit of a hesitation, like, oh, I'm not really sure how I'm going to place this and stuff like that. Whereas with this one, I was a little bit more comfortable, and again, this is the eye that I have the hardest time getting the liner on properly, and you know, it was pretty easy compared to this one, so that's saying something. In terms of the formula, it's really nice. I really do like it. It's quite smudge proof. Like, that's the thing that I love about MAC eyeliners, is that they're very smudge proof, and you know, you can rub all you want on them, they won't really move unless you actually get some water or some makeup remover, then it will actually move. In terms of how crisp the line is, now I think it's not the crispest, is that the word? Is that a word? The crispest line you can get from an eyeliner, but as somebody who's got very small eyes, like I don't really have much lid space, I don't mind it. Like, it doesn't have to be super crisp because I wear falsies all the time anyway, or I have mascara and I always smudge it anyway. So for me, it's not a big deal if it's not super clean. I know some people are obsessed with like clean lines, and you know, that's personal preference. I think with this liquid eyeliner, it comes down to personal preference whether or not you're going to be a fan of it. Someone like me who just, you know, just put a wing, I don't really care as long as it's somewhat clean looking. It doesn't have to be super crisp. I mean, again, this is the first time I've ever used this type of liquid eyeliner, so who knows, maybe after a few more uses with a little bit more practice, I can get the line super crisp. So I don't know, like, it's the first impressions again, guys, so don't always take first impressions so seriously. I mean, it didn't do anything bad, it's just not super crisp. I think that's one of the problems a lot of people have with this liquid eyeliner. It's just not crisp. Again, it's just up to personal preference. If you guys have tried out this eyeliner, I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions down in the comment box down below. As far as I'm aware, there are 4 shades. So there's a brown, there's black, I think it's a grey or a dark brown, or brown black, and a royal blue color. But if you guys live in Australia, I'll leave the MAC Australia website down in the comment box. Here we go again, in the description box. I always do that now. It's weird. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up the video if you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to check out the other videos on the screen and my social media links as well. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!